afternoon, children. Today we will start with the new phylum, and that is phylum Chordata. Children, animals belonging to phylum Chordata are fundamentally characterized by the presence of notochord, dorsal tubular nerve cord and pharyngeal gill slits. Right now, these organisms, they are bilaterally symmetrical. That means when the body is divided from the central plane, the right and the left equal halves are produced. They are triploblastic organisms. That means they have 3 germinal layers during their embryonic development. They are coelomate animals. That means true body cavity is present in these organisms. And they have organ system level of organization. And they possess a post-anal tail also, okay, and they have closed circulatory system. Right now, what is notochord? A solid rod-like structure which is present on the dorsal side of the body, and it is derived from the mesoderm. Its function is to support and provide surface for the attachment of the muscles. So that is what notochord. Once again, notochord is a solid rod-like structure which is present on the dorsal side, and it is derived from the mesoderm layer, and its function is to support and it provides surface for the attachment of the muscles. Right? Then if we talk of nerve cord, then nerve cord is a hollow tube-like structure which is present on the dorsal side of the body, and the anterior end of it, that is nerve cord, becomes the brain, while the posterior end forms the spinal cord. It coordinates all the functions of the body. If we talk of the next part, that is the pharyngeal gill slits, then pharyngeal gill slits are the paired openings which are formed on the lateral sides of the pharynx that communicates to the external. Right? So the animals belonging to phylum Chordata, they have notochord, they have dorsal tubular nerve cord, and they have pharyngeal gill slits, where the notochord is the flexible rod which is located in the mid-dorsal line and in between the alimentary canal and the nerve cord in the embryo. Right? Now, phylum, we will differentiate between the chordata and non-chordata, or chordates and non-chordates. Right? Now, in chordates, notochord is found in the embryonic stage, whereas in non-chordates, notochord is absent. Notochord is the solid rod-like structure which is present on the mid-dorsal line. Okay, and in chordates, the central nervous system is dorsal. It is present on the dorsal side. It is hollow and it is single. Whereas in non-chordates, the central nervous system is present on the ventral side. It is solid and double. Okay. In chordates, the pharyngeal gill slits are present, and in non-chordates, the pharyngeal gill slits are absent. In chordates, the heart is present on the ventral side, and in non-chordates, if it is present, if heart is present, it is present on the dorsal side. Okay. In chordates, a post-anal part, that is tail, is present, whereas the post-anal tail is absent in non-chordates. Clear? Then the phylum Chordata is further divided, or is further classified into 3 subphyla, and that 3 subphyla are subphylum Urochordata, which is also known as Tunicata, subphylum Cephalochordata, and the third one is the subphylum Vertebrata. Let us see about all this subphylum one by one. First, subphylum Urochordata. Notochord is present in urochordates only in the larval tail. Okay, only in the larval stage, that too only in the tail region, the notochord is present in urochordates, and the body is covered by a testa. Body is covered by a testa which is made up of tunicin. Okay, and hence the organisms are called tunicates. Organisms are called tunicates. Why? Because they have a cover. Body has the cover which is called testa, and the testa is made up of tunicin. Okay, and the organisms are exclusively marine, that is, they are found in the marine water bodies. The organisms are hermaphrodite, that is, both the reproductive systems are present in the same individual. Then coelom is absent. Digestive tract is complete, that means they have two openings. One is the mouth and the another one is the anus. The circulatory system is of open type, that means they do not have the blood vessels and they have the pharyngeal wall. And if we talk of the respiratory system, then for respiration the organisms have two or more gill slits, right, in the pharyngeal wall, right. The heart of the organisms, that is urochordates, is tubular shaped. Fine. And the organisms or examples of the subphylum Urochordata are Ascidia, Salpa, Doliolum, etc. Now, the second subphylum is the subphylum Cephalochordata, right. Now, in cephalochordates, the notochord is present from the head to the tail region, and it is persistent throughout the life. Okay, that means notochord is present throughout its life and it is present in complete body, right. And their body is fish like. ठीक है, फिश का कैसा बॉडी होता है, स्ट्रीमलाइन, वैसे इनका भी बॉडी होता है, फिश लाइक बॉडी इज देयर, एंड दे आर एक्सक्लूसिवली मराइन, दैट इज दे आर फाउंड इन मराइन वाटर बॉडीज ओनली, दे आर फाउंड इन सॉल्टी वाटर ओनली, एंड सेक्सेस आर सेपरेट. Okay, male and female individuals are separate. In male individual, the male reproductive system is present, whereas in the female individual, the female reproductive system is present. Example is branchiostoma, that is amphioxus or lancelet. Okay, these are the examples of the members belonging to subphylum Cephalochordata. You can see in the picture, they are fish-like, they have fish-like body, okay, and they have notochord present from head to the tail region, okay, and notochord is persistent or it is present in their body throughout their lifetime. Okay, moving to the third subphylum, that is subphylum Vertebrata. Vertebrates, they possess notochord during the embryonic period. Okay, vertebrates में notochord जो होता है सिर्फ embryonic period में ही होता है. ठीक है, in adults the notochord is replaced by the cartilaginous or bony vertebral column. ठीक है, एडल्ट्स में ये नोटोकॉर्ड प्रेजेंट नहीं होता है, सिर्फ एम्ब्रियोनिक पीरियड के टाइम पर ही नोटोकॉर्ड होता है, और जब ऑर्गेनिजम्स एडल्ट बनेंगे तो ये जो नोटोकॉर्ड है इट इज़ रिप्लेस्ड बाय कार्टिलेजिनियस और बोनी वर्टिब्रल कॉलम which is formed of the ring like bones which are called vertebrae. Okay, then they have heart on the ventral side and the heart is muscular. Okay, then they have the kidneys. They use the kidneys for excretion, that is for removing the waste materials outside their body, and for osmoregulation, right? And they have the paired appendages, which are called the fins or limbs. Okay, fins or the limbs, they are present in pairs in these organisms. Okay, that is the organisms belonging to subphyla Vertebrata. Okay, these are the organisms belonging to subphylum Vertebrata. Now let us study about the complete classification of the subphylum Vertebrata. Vertebrata is further divided into different sections. That is, two sections are there. The first section is Agnatha, that is jawless organisms. They do not have the jaws. Okay, and Gnathostomata, that is vertebrates with jaws or jawed vertebrates. Okay, now Agnatha is further classified into superclass Cyclostomata, whereas Gnathostomata is classified into two superclasses. The first superclass is the pieces which have the fins, and the another superclass is the Tetrapoda which have the limbs. Okay, now the superclass pieces is further divided into the classes called chondrichthyes and osteichthyes, whereas the Tetrapoda superclass is divided into class Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia, right? So this is the complete classification of subphylum Vertebrata. These are the organisms. See, the organisms belonging to Vertebrata, subphylum Vertebrata have the vertebral column. So you can see vertebral column is present. Okay. Now the class Cyclostomata. See, the members belonging to this class are ectoparasites on some fishes. Children, ectoparasites. Ecto means outside. Parasites are the organisms which need the living host, which lives on the living host. Okay, so the members belonging to class Cyclostomata, they live on the body of the host organism. Okay, and that host organisms are nothing but the fishes, right? So members of Cyclostomata, they live on the body surface of some of the fishes. Then their body is elongated and they do not have the scales. They have the paired fins. Okay, body doesn't have the scales and fins are present in pairs, right? They have 16 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. For the for the exchange of gases, they have 15 to 16 gill slits which are present on the pharyngeal wall. And they have the sucking and circular mouth. Their mouth helps in sucking, okay, and the mouth is without jaws. They do not have the jaws. They have cartilaginous cranium and the vertebral column is also present, right? And circulation is of closed type. Circulatory system is of closed type. That means the blood which is pumped out of the heart will be taken to different parts with the help of blood vessels. Okay, so circulatory system is of closed type. And they are marine organisms, but they migrate to the freshwater bodies for spawning. Spawning means to release the eggs, right? So when they want to spawn, that means to release the eggs, the organisms, they migrate from marine water bodies to the freshwater bodies. Okay, and after spawning, they die and their larva will undergo metamorphosis. That means there will be drastic changes in the larval stage and in the adult, and after metamorphosis the adults will return back to the oceans, that is to the marine water body. Okay, then examples of class Cyclostomata are Petromyzin, that is lamprey, commonly called lamprey, and Myxine, which is commonly called hagfish. Okay, now superclass species which have the fins is classified into chondrichthyes, which include the cartilaginous fishes, and osteichthyes, which includes the bony fishes. Let us start with the class osteichthyes and chondrichthyes. Okay, we will be doing both these classes together. Members belonging to class chondrichthyes are marine. They live in marine water bodies. They have streamline body. स्ट्रीमलाइन पता है बोट का कैसा ऐसा शेप होता है, वैसा इनका भी शेप होता है. फिशेस को देखा है ना, फिश का शेप, बॉडी शेप ऐसा होता है, राइट? सो लाइक दिस chondrichthyes have streamlined body and they are predaceous, means they are predators. They eat the small insects or small fishes. Okay, so that was about chondrichthyes. If we talk of osteichthyes, then they are marine and freshwater. Okay, they are marine as well as freshwater. Some of them are freshwater organisms also, and they have streamlined body, right? Chondrichthyes have notochord, which is persistent, which is present throughout their life, whereas osteichthyes have the bony endoskeleton. Okay, they have the endoskeleton, which is formed of bones. Then in chondrichthyes, the mouth is present on the ventral side. Mouth is ventral, whereas in osteichthyes it is terminal. Can you see here? Here ventral side पे mouth है, किस में? chondrichthyes में. और osteichthyes में क्या है? terminal mouth है. ठीक है, ये ventral side नीचे की तरफ नहीं है, terminal है, right? Then in osteichthyes the gill slits are present without operculum. Operculum is the covering of the gills or gill cover, right? So operculum is not present in the gill slits of chondrichthyes, whereas in osteichthyes there are 4 pair of gills with operculum on each side. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर 4 गिल्स होते हैं, 4 पेयर ऑफ गिल्स होते हैं, एंड द गिल स्लिट्स आर कवर्ड बाय द ओपरक्यूलम. Here the 5 pair of gill slits are present in chondrichthyes. Then chondrichthyes have skin with placoid scales, and the teeth are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. Okay, you can see here, these are the placoid scales, sharp scales होते हैं, right? And teeth are also modified as the placoid scales, right? Here the scales are cycloid or ctenoid. ठीक है, यहाँ पर देखो cycloid है, ऐसे हैं, या फिर ctenoid. You can see like this projections are there. Spiny projections will be present here. So scales are cycloid or ctenoid in osteichthyes, whereas it is placoid in chondrichthyes. Okay, and here there are no air bladders, so they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. ठीक है, air bladders नहीं है. एयर ब्लैडर्स की वजह से क्या होगा? बॉयंसी क्रिएट होगा, जिसकी वजह से वो स्विम कर पाएंगे, फ्लोट कर पाएंगे. पर यहाँ पर क्या है? एयर ब्लैडर्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है, सो दे हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली स्विम, अदरवाइज दे विल सिंक. अदरवाइज क्या होगा? वो नीचे बैठ जाएंगे. ओके, whereas in osteichthyes air bladders are present for the buoyancy with which they can swim in water. Then Chondrichthyes are poikilotherms, that is they are cold-blooded animals. Even ostrichthyes are also poikilotherms, that is they are cold-blooded animals. Okay, that means they can change their body temperature according to the change in their surrounding. Okay, then they have two-chambered heart. Both chondrichthyes and ostrichthyes have two-chambered heart. दो चेंबर वाला हार्ट होता है, एक चेंबर होगा वो होगा ऑरिकल और दूसरा चेंबर होगा वेंट्रिकल, दोनों में ही. ओके, देन इन बोथ chondrichthyes and ostrichthyes sexes are separate, male and female individuals are present. Okay, in males pelvic fins bears the claspers. ठीक है, मेल्स में पेल्विक फिन्स पर क्या होगा, क्लेस्पर्स होगा, विच हेल्प्स देम फॉर कॉप्यूलेशन, दैट मीन्स फॉर मेटिंग. ओके, whereas here in ostrichthyes the external fertilization takes place. Fertilization is external, it takes place outside the body and they are oviparous, whereas these organisms are viviparous, and here the internal fertilization takes place, that is fusion of male and female gamete takes place inside the body. Okay, development is direct here, that means there will be no larval stage produced. Examples of chondrichthyes are scoliodon, that is commonly called dogfish, then Carcharodon, that is great white shark, yes, this is also called shark. Okay, then Pristis, which is sawfish, Trigon, that is stingfish, which has the poison sting, and Torpedo, which is the electric ray, which has the electric organ. And examples of ostrichthyes, some of them are marine and some of them are freshwater, right? So marine examples are Exocetus, that is flying fish, Hippocampus, that is seahorse. Okay, and freshwater are Labio, that is rohu, Catla, Clarius, that is magur. Some of them can live in aquarium also. Okay, that is betta, fighting fish, and pterophyllum, that is angel fish. This is the example of bony fish. Okay, that is ostrichthyes. So children, that is all for today. With this, we have completed the 2 classes. Okay, in our next class, we will be starting with the superclass Tetrapoda. I hope today's topic is clear to everyone.